Alright, we're back with more Dragon Quest II. In the last video, we visited Doombrooke, and also we got the Mirror of Ra, prized piece of glass that shows a person's true self. Yeah, I should get that to DSP, but he has no self-reflection. And just like in the original Dragon Quest II, you want to use the Ra's mirror on the dog. Yeah, the same dog that was following us around in the last video. And that dog is none other than the Princess of Moonbrooke.
Where am I? Cousin Middenhall? Cousin Cannock?
Princess! Praise the Almighty!
But why are you... And why am I?
Well, Moonbrooke was attacked, and...
But of course, countless fiends have set upon the castle. Father needs my help. Quickly, cousins, we must hide to Moonbrooke's defense. Wherefore do you tarry so?
We are but recently returned from the castle, or what remains of it. We found no survivors.
This cannot be. Oh, my apologies. I seem quite unable to stand.
There is nothing to apologize for. You've been through so much. You must rest. Come, we will carry you.
I know not how to thank you. I feel much more myself now.
And full glad am I to hear it. May I suggest we rest here for the night before making for Middenhall in the morning? You can stay there in safety till all this is over.
No, I will not. I will not rest until Hargon is dead.
Hargon? The name feels somewhat familiar.
Yes. He was the villain behind the sacking of Renderak, was he not? You mean to say that he was behind the attack on...
I do. Moonbrooke fell by his hand. I shall be ever grateful to you for restoring me to my senses. But I did not survive to be locked away in a gilded cage. Besides, neither Cannock nor Middenhall will ever be truly safe while the High Priest yet lives. This is why I must have his head.
It is as you say, Princess. Nowhere is safe anymore. No matter how our fathers fortify our kingdoms against these fiends, we should always be living in fear. And I, for one, balk at it. Don't you, cuz? Your cause is ours, Princess. Together we shall restore peace to this fair realm. True peace.
It pleases me immeasurably to hear it.
And yet, I ask that you allow us to return to Cannock and Middenhall first. Our fathers bade us report what we discovered here, and I will not disappoint them.
Yes, of course. If I might ask something of you in turn, I would visit Moonbrooke Castle. I must needs see the aftermath with mine own eyes.
For now, I think it best we all get some rest while we can. We have much to do on the morrow.
Yeah, whoever did Princess of Moonbrooke's voice actor, that's just a chef's kiss.
Psst, wake up.
Love her voice acting.
Sorry, I know you are tired, but there is a matter of much import I would discuss with you. Would you step outside with me a while?
Oh, I can move.
My apologies. I did not want to risk the princess overhearing us. I have been thinking. We are all three of us descended from the hero of legend, are we not?
and come the morrow, we embark upon a quest to end the ambitions of the fiendish High Priest Hargon. At first I deemed it destiny, we three scions of Erdrick striving together for the same cause. Yet the more I thought upon it, the more my doubts grew. As the matter stands, you and I
sorry
fight to
about
protect those we cherish, but she has already lost them. The princess fights to exorcise the grief and anger that
I was
cloud
about
her
to say,
heart.
see the princess
We
hiding
may never
behind
be
there.
able to soothe the princess's pain, nor replace her family. But perhaps we can offer her another.
Yeah, I see you behind there.
Though I must say I doubt she will ever think of me as family when I am constantly calling her princess. Do you think she would bristle if I called her sweet cuz? Perhaps it is a little too familiar. Ah, cousin, then. Or perhaps simply by her name. On that matter, do tell me should I say something foolish. I can be an awful blunderer at times. Perhaps even most times. Thank you, cousin. We two make a fine team, and so shall we three. Three paths lie before us. One to Cannock, one to Middenhall, and one to Moonbrooke Castle. We must walk all three, but not necessarily in that order.
Quite. Let us take our leave.
Alright, now Princess Melia of Alchemoth joins the party.
Just a moment. If we are to travel together, then I see little need to stand on ceremony. Pray, call me cousin. Or, if you would rather, sweet cuz.
Oh,
Did you hear that? I was right all along. It is destiny.
yeah, she joins the party again. Yeah, now for Kiefer's sister to join the party. Well, you won't get her for a long time. Yeah, they put you through the ringer to get that fourth character. And for Melia, oh, she can equip that Thorn Whip. Oh, good. Yeah, I'll give her that. Yeah, give her that Shell Shield. Snatch it out of his his hands. Actually, I'm gonna give her the Madcap. Yeah, I could give it a cat suit, but nah. Give her that Dancer's costume. Not really a lot of enemies that use Fizzle anyway, right now. But once we get to I think the Tower of the Wind, yeah, she's gonna get a better piece of armor anyway. I think it's the Magical Skirt. I'm gonna give her the Elevating Shoes because I need her to level up. Yeah, let's give her the Dragon Scale just for more defense for now. And I'll give her that Poison Moth Knife. Yeah, Wizard Staff. Yeah, she already comes with that. Yeah, Silk Robe. That can go in the bag forever. And I can give her that Frizz Scroll. Yeah, see, she's at level 11. You know, give her a couple levels. So I gave her those Elevating Shoes. And Melia comes with Heal, Mid-Heal, also Zoom, Evac, Holy Protection. Well, Frizz, I just gave it to her. Yeah, Whoosh. Dazzle and Snooze. It's going to be pretty important for, yeah, boss battle a little bit later on. And since she was a dog, for all this time, she got Dig, Nose for Treasure, and Call of the Wild. I'll show all the stuff off later. Yeah, you can Dig. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, now we can hit R2 and zoom. Now I'll just advance the plot to Maidenhall and Cannock, and then head to Moonbrooke to loot all the treasure there. Yeah, and I think all the shops have an upgrade in equipment. Yeah, not that much of an upgrade. Yeah, you can get an iron axe, but yeah, I don't really need that. Yeah, it is stronger. But yeah, iron shields, stuff like that. I'm gonna save my gold. Yeah, there's stuff I want to buy much later on that's more important.
Princess of Moonbrooke, it is truly a relief to see thee well. Thou hast done me right proud in seeing the princess safely back to us, my son. And you, young Cannock, thy father sent tidings of thine own heroism. I thank thee for resolving to accompany my son on his travels. I do not doubt that he is greatly emboldened by thy company.
Alas, Moonbrooke is...
I see. So Hargon is indeed abroad once more. We must give thanks at least that thou wert delivered safely unto Maidenhall, Princess. Thou hast suffered much, but thou wilt suffer no longer while I yet live. Pray, remain here in the castle, that no further danger might befall thee.
Thou hast my thanks, Majesty. And yet I cannot accept this kindness. I am resolved to journey with my cousins, to see that Hargon pays for his crimes.
Thou art? We know not even where Hargon is to be found, and yet you would seek him out wheresoever he may be and slay him.
We would, and we will not be swayed. We will fight to the last to see that none of the other realms suffers the fate that befell Moonbrooke. For we are the descendants of mighty Erdrick, and this is our duty.
Indeed it is, and I applaud your recognition of it. Why, I'm halfway inclined to accompany you myself.
And yet thou must needs remain here and guard thy realm. We understand, Majesty. None can know when the Horde might strike again.
You speak the truth, of course. My duty lieth here in Maidenhall. The duty of ridding us of foul Hargon and returning peace to this world must fall to you, young heroes. I await your triumphant return. Thou wilt prevail, my son. Thou must. This should prove, should such proof ever be required, that thou art of the royal line of Maidenhall. May it aid thee in thy quest.
Yeah, get the Mark of Maidenhall. And that's it for here. Actually, I could change this stuff up. Yeah, change this to zoom. Yeah, change that to holy protection. I'll keep those for now. Yeah, see what new stuff he has. Yeah, you got Dazzle Me Knots. Yeah, musks. I don't know what you need musks for in this game. There's no friendly monsters. Get out of here, Bites. See what new stuff he has. Oh, he has that chain whip. I already have one. Yeah, you can find one of these chain whips in that deserted village. And he has iron shields now. He also has a cloak of evasion, but we'll be able to find one later on. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm too cheap. Yeah, there's equipment and accessories later on that I want to get.
Princess, full glad am I to see thee whole and hale. But what of thy father?
Alas, I alone escaped the assault on Moonbrooke.
It cannot be. It simply cannot be. Mighty Moonbrooke.
We can only imagine what thou hast suffered, dear child. If there is aught we might do.
You are kind indeed, all of you.
So, where next? Journeyest thou to Middenhall?
The three of you alone mean to take on foul Hargon?
Better that than to live in fear. To live in a world governed by fear.
Valiant words indeed, my son. But this is not a fight that may be walked away from with mere cuts and bruises. Knowing this, thou would still venture forth to face him? Truly, the blood of mighty Erdrick doth flow through thy veins.
Watch over these lands in my absence, father. Over Cannock itself. Over Quaylin's Gate. Over the lakes and the lands beyond. We know not when the fiends might strike again.
Fear not, my son. Though I grew complacent in the face of such long-lasting peace, I suffer that affliction no longer. Cannock's defenses will be redoubled. Thou needest not worry on that score.
One more thing before we depart. The monsters we encountered spoke of sigils. It seems they seek them out. Know you of what they might be?
Sigils? Did they mean perhaps the 5 great symbols of power made so long ago by mighty Erdrick?
I have heard tell of these. Though they seem to the naked eye as mere stones, they impart great power upon those who wield them. Power destructive and redemptive both.
But why should the monsters be at such pains to acquire them? Do they covet that self-same power, perhaps?
We can only guess. As to the fiend's motive, and alas, as to the whereabouts of the sigils. For it is not known where or in whose keeping mighty Erdrick left them.
But wheresoever they may be, they cannot be suffered to fall into the hands of those who would use them for evil. And if Hargon's minions do indeed mean to make them their own, then in seeking them out, perhaps Hargon too might be found.
Perhaps indeed. We shall endeavor to discover all that might be known about them.
One last thing before thou departest. This will make proof of thy bloodline to any who might seek such proof.
And we get the Mark of Cannock.
Thank you, father, mother. Now, I must away to adventure.
May fortune follow thee, beloved son. And shouldst thou ever find thyself in need, do not hesitate to return to us here.
Yeah, I don't think these marks do anything. Yeah, they're just a plot device. Yeah, I don't think she says anything different. Yeah, they really put you through the fucking ringer to get that 4th character. Pain in the ass. And now just head to Moonbrooke and get that Thief's Key.
Can this truly be the self-same throne?
Is aught the matter?
My father kept the mark of Moonbrooke here, the emblem of the crown, but it is gone.
What? You do not mean the monster stole it?
I cannot say for certain, though I can think of no other explanation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time if we get that Mark of Moonbrooke back.
Chancellor! Guards! You are alive!
And so art thou! Oh, Highness, I thought that we had lost thee. Words cannot express how my heart soareth this moment.
The feeling is certainly mutual. 'Tis a miracle that you are unharmed.
No miracle, Highness. Only happenstance. When the fiends attacked, we were leagues northwest of here, making for Rippleport at thy royal father's behest. Were it not for this, we too would surely have...
Why Rippleport?
The town is a maritime gateway to the rest of the realm. His Majesty had hoped to expand our trade routes, and sent us to inquire about securing ships for said purpose.
This sounds precisely the sort of place we ought to visit. With a vessel of our own, we could hunt our quarry across the realm. Though I confess, I haven't the slightest inkling how one might go about securing a ship.
It shameth me to admit it, Highness, but neither do I. Alas, our journey to Rippleport ended at the Dragon's Horns.
The pair of towers on the road to the west, beyond the plains.
Indeed, Princess. A great stretch of water lieth betwixt the two. One far too wide to swim across. And, well, without a boat.
Blast! For a moment I thought our next destination was decided. To Rippleport, and thence to sail the seas in search of High Priest Hargon. But if we cannot even reach Rippleport, how are we to find him? Let alone slay him.
You mean to? Lo, Princess, thou art a beacon of hope for us all. Alas, so long as the strait remaineth unpassable.
Chancellor, forgive the intrusion, but dost thou recall the time His Majesty leapt from the highest tower of the castle?
Thou speakest of father.
Indeed. Our kingdom is home to a cloak known as the Windbreaker, said to allow its wearer to glide through the skies. One day, His Majesty decided to test the theory.
Aye, my lord. If thou rememberest, His Majesty came down leagues from the castle. And so I thought, if one were to leap from the top of the Dragon's Horns wearing the Windbreaker, one might yet reach the far bank.
An inspired proposal. Though, wherefore didst thou neglect to share this when we were by the towers?
For that we did not have the Windbreaker with us, my lord. And furthermore, for that I feared how an aerial voyage might bear upon thine aged frame.
Saying you're old.
Yes, well...
The princess and her companions, however, should have no such concerns.
We shall use this windbreaker to soar across the strait to Rippleport, shall we not?
Yeah, I guess so.
In that case, allow me to bequeath this unto thee, Princess. There lieth a tower to the southeast, known as the Pillar of the Winds. It houseth the Windbreaker that was once thy father's. This key will grant the entrance.
And we finally get the thief key.
Pray allow us to handle matters here in Moonbrooke, Highness. As for thine own journey, thou must follow the whispers of thy heart.
I shall, Chancellor. Come then, cousins, to the Pillar of the Winds.
Now, since we got the thief's key, oh, the game will explain it. Yeah, thief's key can supposedly unlock all red doors and treasure chests in the realm. And before exploring this area, I want to open up all the thief's key doors that we can't open, just so I won't forget. First one here is in the Midden Hall. Oh, stop. Oh, there's one here. You get another strength ring. And I'll give that to Hendrik. I think the next one's in the basement. Yeah, still can't go through that one. That's a magic key door. But we can go down here now. There's nothing up here. Nope. Listen to Lodi. Is Robin Hood in there? Nah, I don't have that key yet. I won't get that till almost the end of the game. Yeah, this jackass. And we get a crackle scroll. I can either give that to Kiefer or Melia. I'll figure out who I want to give that to later on. Doesn't matter really who you give it to now. You'll be able to get another one once you get the Ripple Port. I think there's a treasure chest here in Left Wine. One here over in the inn. I think it's another Araveste's vest. Yep, there it is. Yeah, give it that over the Dancer's costume. Yeah, what Dancer's costume? Yeah, you served well for about a couple of minutes. And now we can head back to that Shipwrights Shrine. There's a chest over by the house that we couldn't get to, but now we can get to it now. And another mini medal. Mini medal number 14. Also, if you press L and R, yeah, you can select either all. You can select the towns you want to go to, the dungeons, or just miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is all the shrines, lakes. Oh yeah, those two treasure chests in the Cave of the Lake we can get to now. Oh yeah, one thing I want to do. Change that to follow orders. Yeah, you gotta go all the way to the end. That's not the end. Should just put on Sizz. Should just put on Holy Protection. And down there got a lot of defense. Yeah, they're not weak to anything. What spells you got? Whoosh. Yeah, Sizz sucks. Yeah, let's put on Holy Protection. Oh, I forgot about this. I wish we could take that with us. Oh, wrong way. Actually, for the shortcut menus, I'll put nose for treasure. Dig. What could you find, Melia? Nothing. 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 The waste. Yeah, we get a Sage's Elixir. And a Hypno Whip. Wish it was the skill, but yeah, take what you can get. Yeah, Hypno Whip is an actual whip. Yeah, she can equip that. Yeah, nice boost in attack. Yeah, Thorn Whip can be sold for gold. And Hypno Whip, yeah, it has a chance of bedazzling enemies. Not that bad. Now we can get out of here. Oh yeah, the one in Moonahan. Yeah, now we can open up this door in the sewer. Yeah, we can't go through there yet. Yeah, we need another type of key. But we can grab this now. A Defizzle Scroll. Yeah, he's talking about Rubus. I'm back. I had to take a pause break. After that Defizzle Scroll, yeah, Melia is the only one that can learn it. I'm gonna give that to her. And defizzles your fizzle if you get fizzled. And that Crackle Scroll, I'm gonna give that to Melia as well. Once again, later on, once we get to Rippleport, we'll get another Crackle Scroll, and I'll give that to Kiefer. And also in between breaks, I gave Hendrik a Seed of Wisdom, and I gave Melia a Seed of Stamina to help with her HP and MP. And now we can finally head to Moonbrooke to loot the place. And collect our princess tax. And get some holy water. I don't think there's, we can't even go around there. Yeah, stay out of the purple Kool-Aid. Yeah, show off some spells. Yeah, show off Crackle. Yeah, she got the level 12. Yeah, good boost in HP there. Yeah, I gave her one of those. She learned Bang. Seeds of Stamina help out. Oh, buddy. Things they come. Yeah, too late for you. Go around. Yeah, medicinal herb. Yeah, 169 gold. And a random battle. Yeah, you take out the skeleton scrapper. You're not strong enough, Melia. She needs some more levels. Also, yeah, I gave her the madcap. Gave Kiefer the hardwood headwear. Also bought a bronze shield at the shop too. Yeah, collect the rest of this junk around here. Yeah, these guys are weak against ice and wind. Poof. And just mash, mash, mash. And use those for treasure. Oh, wow, 8. And I didn't get that over there. Thought there was something here. Oh, yeah, there is. Unsealant. And use crackle on him. Yeah, nice crit. And put him on ice. Yeah, screw it, I'll go back around. Yeah, some antidotal herbs, yeah. The fire it. Now you are the fire. There's something around here. Oh no, there is. Yeah, there is. I'm in the wrong area. Alright, Keeper got to level 15. I think he learns mid-heal at this level. Yeah, yes he does. Yeah, nice Seed of Luck. Yeah, I already got that mini medal already. Here we get an Undead Undoer scroll. Yeah, Kiefer or Hendrik can learn it, but I'm gonna give it to Hendrik. He's gonna make more use out of that. Does more damage against undead. Like him here. Yeah, nice. How much more? 4 more. Yeah, and there's one treasure you can't get that's in an ultimate key chest. Yeah, I think I got that Seed of Luck already. Yeah, these guys are weak against fire. I don't have any multi-targeting fire spells. Yeah, he doesn't have. Oh yeah, he does. Yes, Sizz. Yeah, use it anyway. I did nothing. Your Crackle does more damage. Oh. Thought they were gonna drop a Seed of Life like most corporals do. Did I get? Oh, yeah, there it is right here. And a Scholar's Cap. And a Holy Lance. Now let's give it to him. I want to keep that Madcap on her. And the hardwood headwear can go in the bag and be sold for gold. And that Holy Lance, yeah, it does more damage against the undead. I'll give it to him. I'll make more use out of it. Yeah, just 2 more. Yeah, some Restless Armors. Just put him on ice. Yeah, I got that already. I think the last one's in this purple Kool-Aid. Yeah. Fuck, yeah, I might have to look at a map to find that. He's weak against Whoosh. Wow. Yeah, may as well just did a regular attack. It's like a seed of magic in this purple Kool-Aid. Where the fuck is it? Oh. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, seed of magic. Yep, yeah, that one last treasure is a ultimate key chest. You can't get to until much later on in the game. Yeah, let's see how much Frizz does. That was crap. Yeah, may as well just attack. Yeah, I like his magic animation. Hands up. Someone just kicked the field goal. Oh, you gotta go down. Yeah, I should want to go down here. Not before we fight some monsters. Oh, a nice crit on the last one. Grab this. And we get a snooze stick. Gonna be useful for a boss later on. Yeah, there's one more, and that's this one here. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to I'll give that to Kiefer. He can't equip it, but yeah, he can use it as an item in battle because Melly already has the snooze spell. Yeah, I think that's it for this area. Yep. Yeah, magic key and the ultimate key chest. Actually, what am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna zoom outside. Just to hear one of my favorite world map themes in Dragon Quest. It's called Traveling with Friends. Probably my second favorite world map theme. Next to the one in Dragon Quest VIII, which is one of my favorite. It is my favorite world map theme in any RPG. There's one in Dragon Quest VIII. Yeah, I could go back and heal, but nah. Just want to grab these last couple of items. We're getting baboons. Yeah, they're weak to ice too. Bad time to miss. Yeah, they miss with that. What do you drop? Nah. Drop a seed. Yeah, now we can open up this and get that stone hard hat. So if you bought a stone hard hat back in Moonahan, well, you just wasted your money. Yeah, hardwood headwear, sold for gold. Yeah, a couple of other items here too, yeah. I might have to look at a map to find the other 2 items. Oh! Oh. Wow, steel broadsword. Well, yeah, nice. So if you spent $1,500 for that steel broadsword, well, you just wasted your money. Actually, can Kiefer equip that? Yeah, you can. I already got the Holy Lance for him. That's 121. And I can sell that Iron Lance. Don't need that anymore. And the last treasure... yeah, that shit was in like the middle of nowhere. It's under the tree. Mash, mash, mash. Mash, mash, mash. Alright, gotta look at it. Look it up. How is it anyway? Oh, just some gold. Wow, how the fuck are you supposed to fucking find that out without Snoop? I'm looking at a map, but I still can't find it. Wow. How the hell are you supposed to find that? What a pain in the ass. Yeah, let's see. Yes, something down here too. Sparkly spot. Distal herbs. Seed of agility. Probably give some of those to Hendrik later on. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Melly got some strength. Yeah, nice. Some more little HP boost. Alright, she learned sap. Be useful against the next boss. The last sparkly spot is all the way up here. Put these guys on ice. Yeah, I don't care about your dazzle. I got spells. Yeah, it's all the way up here. Like I can see those other sparkly spots in the background. Got fungules. Yeah, they're weak to bang, but yeah, I'd rather use Crackle. Yeah, Crackle does more damage. There, get a Seed of Luck. Yeah, Tangle Web. Oh, nice. Seed of Stamina. Always useful. Yeah, I might go back to the Shrine of Flames and get Melia some levels. Alright, I'm back from the Shrine of Flames. Yeah, I got some levels for Melia, Hendrik, and Kiefer. And Melia learns Swoosh and Cock-a-doodle-doo, which is going to be useful for a boss later on. And I think that, oh yeah, she learned Tingle as well, so that's pretty nice. And Hendrik, he learned Double-Edged Slash, does plenty of damage to an enemy, but at the expense of the user's own HP. It's useful in certain situations. And for Kiefer, forgot what he learned. Oh yeah, he learned Sizzle. It's going to be useful for certain enemies in the desert later on. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I kept everything else the same. And I'm going to end the video here, and next time on Dragon Quest II, we take on the Pillar of the Winds.